Hola, ¿qué tal, amigos? Bienvenidos a la nueva transmisión de fútbol femenino. Esta vez te traemos el encuentro entre el Manchester United versus el Chelsea. Consagrará al equipo campeón de la Superliga Femenina del fútbol inglés. Ahora los dejo con los relatores y comentaristas del partido.
Should it come to that, you see Garcia moving forward through that picture. 2 at Wembley last week as they won the FA Cup. The supporters here at Old Trafford, the Theatre of Dreams, have been in fine voice recognising that triumph at Wembley. And the Chelsea travelling supporters have been in fine voice as they recognise Manchester United looking to cap their FA Cup winning season by finishing 4th. Now they need to win and hope Liverpool lose at Leicester to achieve that. Mark Skinner, rewarded with that year contract extension this week, brings in Melvin Mallard, Philia Galton, who was injured at Wembley. Earps, Letizia and Zellem have played every WSL minute together this season. It's astonishing that. In her last game in charge and looking to win a 7th title in all, Emma Hayes makes 3 changes from the midweek win at Tottenham. Took them top. Jess Carter starts for the first time in 3 games, replacing Lawrence. Johanna Rytting Kaneryd is preferred to Micah Hamano, and Mayra Ramirez has recovered from injury, as I say, for her first appearance in a month. With Aggie Beaver-Jones, 4 goals in the last 3 games, well, surprisingly dropping to the bench. Bit of a gamble that. One changes only amongst the substitutes as well, sitting alongside Fran Kirly, who leaves the club after today. And she knows where football lies in her life. She's a plasterer by trade, and when she was playing early on in her career at Leicester and Doncaster Bells, and so she used to do a day's work plastering and then go and train in the evening. Jess Carter there, you see on the far side, back in the Chelsea starting lineup. It is an interesting combination with Macario and Ramirez up front, the Brazilian and the Colombian. Macario moved to the USA and took up. And the referee is Rebecca Welsh, very experienced, taking Premier League games in the men's game this season. I'm not afraid to pull out a red card in one of those, sent off Billing for Bournemouth against Forest. And she will call the players together, and it will be Chelsea who kick us off and underway, but I believe the players will take the knee first. Indeed they do, as the WSL sends out a message on its final day in the battle against racism and all social injustice. And it will be Chelsea, all in the blue, on the final day of this dramatic WSL season, who will kick us off and underway at the top of the table for most of it. But will they be pipped on the final day? It is in their hands, and they have a throw-in immediately, and the throw-in will be taken by Niamh Charles. League ever present, she missed 1 cup game. Looks in the penalty area for the little touch off there then, with the running of Ramirez, tall and powerful international. You may see a shot of a medical bandage she has on her leg, and she's in there now to pressurise Millie Turn. Out came Mary Earps to gather. Voted the world's best goalkeeper in the FIFA awards, of course. She has not missed a minute now of 92 league games since joining. Williams dropped deep for Manchester United. Garcia down the line. Chelsea have it. And when they have it in midfield, they'll inevitably have it with Erin Cuthbert. Bright. That's forward with the run of Guro Rytting. No one in the middle quite yet. That's a decent crosser, and Chelsea lead after just a minute. Mayra Ramirez back in the side. What an impact. Not a flicker of emotion. What a start for Chelsea. And it puts another goal between them and, of course, Manchester City. Rytting timed across to perfection, and Ramirez with the run from deep just held her run, so it looked as if Rytting didn't have any support in the middle. Then in she went. Perfect cross, lovely header, 1-0. The reigning champions and the league leaders are closing in on another title but there could be many a slip twixt cup and lip before the end. What a start, just what they needed. Can Manchester City respond at Aston Villa? Riviere, who played at Wembley last week, back to a goalkeeper. And now Millie Turner. League ever present last season and this. Toon just about kept it in play. Looks for Williams. Bustling forward from the heart of midfield was Nelson. Now Garcia. And that's all the way through. Chiramushevich coming out to pick it up. Started the last couple of league games. She was out for a long while, November through to May. Start of this month. That's a foul. Ramirez this time has fouled Millie Turner. Brought in from Levante in January, Ramirez, to replace the injured Sam Kerr. That's only her 4th goal in 13 appearances. Local WSL signing, according to reports, £450,000 sterling. Nelson, Lucia Garcia, won back by Chelsea. Easily, Buon played it through the heart of midfield. Here comes Earps, sweeper keeper. Well, it was a talked about decision, not controversial, because I don't think many people would ever want to gainsay Emma Hayes, but it was a talked about decision, bringing Ramirez back in from the start. Now, Musovic keeps a clean sheet, then Manchester City will need at least 3 goals. Carter. If it's equal on goal difference, the champions will be decided on goals scored, matches won, and the playing record against each other in that order. Chelsea have scored more goals as well. Here's Riviere. Getting the challenge by Charles. A little bit fortunate perhaps. Toon stretched. But I mentioned right at the start of the commentary, would they be outnumbered in midfield? But Macario has dropped back in there. So it's 4-2-3-1 for both of the sides. Zeller. Manchester United failed to win any of their 8 WSL games against Chelsea, losing each of the last 6. But they're the only team that Manchester United haven't won against. It's a lovely header back across the goalkeeper. Well, there was the emotion, and then she calmed and cut a distinguished figure. What will life be like for those fans without Emma Hayes? And they come again now with Rytting Kaneryd, little pullback, half blocked by Letizier, not yet clear. And Zolom's clearance bounces away off Macario and away for a goal kick. It was promising for a second. Letizier looked a little bit jittery back there. On standby for the forthcoming England internationals, deservedly so. She had a fantastic season, wasn't the best of clearances. Now, Johanna Rytting Kaneryd can be destructive on her day. She's only missed 3 league games. Leupolz with the header. Once again, Ramirez. Rytting Kaneryd in here for a second goal for Chelsea. And they're 2 up inside 8 minutes. And the title is heading back to Kingsmeadow as it stands. Outstanding start, and Manchester United have simply been blown away. Lovely cool finish. From Earps, goal kick, she got underneath it perhaps a little bit too much. Leupolz with the important header, and this time Ramirez plays a big role in creating it. And as Earps advanced, so Johanna Rytting Kaneryd slipped it beyond her for her 4th of the season. Lovely little dink past the goalkeeper. She'll take some stopping now. She had that crushing period with her group when they lost the Continental Cup final, the League Cup final, then went out of the FA Cup against Manchester United at the Leigh Sports Village, then went out of the Champions League against Barcelona. And I think the jubilant scenes of the Manchester United players after that cup victory, some say over jubilant, sparked Chelsea on to this sort of start. As it stands, Chelsea 2 points clear. Look at the goal difference now. Still Manchester City 0-0 down at Villa. Ramirez in the 2nd minute, Kaneryd in the 8th. What can his team do? Only other goal in the WSL today, by the way. Leicester 0, Liverpool 1. Oh, and Tottenham now lead West Ham by a goal to 0. I think England got that one. Ramirez, she's on fire. Rytting Kaneryd in here again behind. Square it goes. It's another great chance, and could and should have been 3. Rytting was in the middle, up in support. Couldn't quite convert it. Would have been game over and probably title over inside 10 minutes. The power here of Ramirez. Picks out Rytting, and Jade Riviere, to give her credit, did just enough. Swept in. Rytting saw her coming, perhaps took her off the ball. They cannot handle Mayra Ramirez. Chelsea, 6 defeats in all this season, but 4 have come in their last 8 games. Were they wobbling? Would they be decisive enough? Well, they're heading for a 29th win in 39 games in all now, unless there's a Manchester United miracle. Don't forget it, anything happens at Aston Villa, we will endeavour to tell you about it, show you it. He will not want to see the goals again, as he consults with his coaches in there. Charlotte Healy is in there, and Bay, I think I saw in there. Ramirez. Ricochets to Rytting. The ball is on here for Charles. Manchester United chasing ghosts at the moment. Rytting's pass was intercepted by Lucia Garcia. Skips beyond Leupolz and passes it straight to a blue shirt in the shape of Jess Carter. Out of the side in the last 2 games, off the bench, but she's only missed 1 league game. England's Jess Carter, another who's in the forthcoming squad, as is Millie Bright. For England, that is. Rytting Kaneryd. Looks for Makara. It is all Chelsea. Now just watch out for Guro Rytting's positioning here once she comes in off taking the corner. If the ball is cleared back out, Watch the position she takes up. She's scored on the final day of the WSL season in each of the last 2 campaigns. Really bright is up from back, just the 1 goal for her in this injury-ravaged season. Out from November through until late April with a knee problem. Rytting with the corner. And away by Turner. Cuthbert. Intercepted here by Rachel Williams. Great roar goes up for the Manchester United crowd when she picked it up too. Carter was there. Well, they have to dig for themselves a little toehold in the game here, Manchester United. They conceded 2 in the opening 8 minutes. Zalem, back then to Millie Turner. Yeah, plays wide to Toon and takes it back. The Canadian international. 4 years in a row now that a Canadian international has picked up a FA Cup winners medal. And the player involved was Jessie Fleming, who of course was a Chelsea player until recently. Blundell, former Chelsea player herself, very successful when she was there. Won the league 4 times and the cup a couple of times, League Cup twice. Manchester United already lost 6 times in the WSL this season. That's their most defeats in a single top-flight campaign. And once again they've given away possession. And Macario has it. And Ramirez goes out wide, but she's offside. Anthony Aspinall and Emily Carney are our assistants today. Rebecca Welsh, the referee, was on duty in the Championship semi-final playoff this week. She was the 4th official for Leeds for Norwich 0. Garcia couldn't keep it in play. She will be a threat. Just a warning for Chelsea fans, Manchester United haven't failed to score at home this season. And for Manchester United fans, Chelsea are unbeaten across their last 8 WSL final day games. Blundell. Malard. Has it back again, hasn't touched the ball up until this point. For the unfortunate Leah Galton, who went off at Wembley. There's Bright. A couple of clean sheets in their last 2 games, in fact 4 in their last 6. Letizia wanting movement. Riviere. Nelson back to her, let it run on to Garcia. Better option would have been the pass into Riviere. She held on to it and in the end lost out to Charles with the challenge. Just a throw. And Terrio's Riviere with the throw. Letizia with the header there. Charles did well to get beyond Garcia. Pass too long though for Mayra Ramirez. Hard afternoon for Maya Letizia and Millie Turner if Ramirez goes across and plays on her. Blundell. Into Malone. Tuna stayed wide on that left-hand side. I don't know whether they'd want her out there or prefer her in behind Rachel Williams up top. Lucia Garcia. Manchester United beginning to get into the game, but it's very adventurous and demanding ball to play to Riviere. And scuttling across to clear was Natalie Bjorn. Started the last couple of games for them, the Swedish international. In January from Everton. It's a good throw. And it was an adventurous run in there by Lisa Nilsson, who had a very good game at Wembley last weekend. Proved as the game went on. It's a corner here for Manchester United. Started their last 10 games. As the Norwegian international. In the club for just over a year. Katie Zellum will take their corner as ever. Was in there, Turner was in there as well, and it got a little flick at it, just touched the top of the bar from Mayra Ramirez. Lovely glancing header. They're not out of this. Allowed to come away from Jess Carter. And their Achilles heel in recent weeks has been their defending at set pieces. Couple of goals for the ever-present Mayra Ramirez this season. She hasn't missed a league game in 3 seasons. Arsenal 1-0 up against Brighton. Alessia Russo on this final day. Everton 1-0 up at Bristol City. Schnus getting the goal. Bright clears it away. Manchester City haven't had a breakthrough at Aston Villa. It's still 0-0. Now here's Ramirez. Chelsea in the box seat for the title. The Cuthbert challenge. We've got action for you from Villa Park. We promise you we bring you all the action as it happens. Manchester City pressuring. That's Alana Kennedy, I think. The top of the crossbar. Rose high. Keeper came, didn't get there. Manchester City needs something. It's 0-0 there as they come close. But not close enough. It's Chelsea's title to lose. This is Katerina Macario. Into the box. Put it back across goal by Bjorn. Played in there again. Just eased away by Turner. Natalie Bjorn was behind her. She's going to be their main danger, I feel, at set pieces, Bjorn. It's a goal at Villa Park. Let's see what's happened down there. They came close moments ago with a header off the crossbar. And that's in towards Mary Fowler. And Manchester City lead. And Aston Villa 1-0 to Manchester City. In comes the Chelsea corner. So both teams doing what they have to do, win. But Chelsea's goal difference is 3 better than Manchester City's at this moment. Little push in there, I think by Bjorn, was it? Zellum. It's a day for twanging nerves. Macario tried to find Rytting. It's a foul as Garcia made a back there. Hefty tumble for Leupolz. Crashing fall for Melanie Leupolz. Professional footballer at the top level with club and country, having been away from the game from December 21 to March 23 on maternity leave. Mum. But there is room in women's football these days for mums to play. The development of all aspects of the women's game in the UK has been dramatic. Healthy development. Macario will take this free kick, the USA international from São Luís in Brazil origin. It's a lovely free kick to the far post and well defended by Garcia. Good delivery of the ball. There's the US international. Ramirez with Garcia, the shorter player there, the slighter player there. Very strong is Mayra Ramirez. Rytting will take the corner again. Looking for Ramirez. Noticeably quicker to the ball was Leupolz. Garcia not strong enough against Millie Bright, who looks far sharper here than she did just when she first came back into the side just a couple of weeks ago. Real leader, has emerged as a leader for her country as well. Riviere. Chelsea 2-0 up at Manchester United, Manchester City 1-0 up at Villa. Free kick here. To see it on Ramirez. She has been an absolute powerhouse. Got there first. Macaro's had a signal from the bench from Emma Hayes and her coaching team. Glanced across. 25 minutes nearly up. Ramirez, that's a mismatch in there with Garcia. When it comes towards her, Earps, big strong punch. Mallard couldn't hold it up, hasn't been able to get into the game and influence it. Neither has Toon, really. It's been all Chelsea so far. This is a good one on the outside, but the cross was disappointing. Warren with the run. Everton are 2 up at Bristol City now. Arsenal are 2-0 up against Brighton. Another one for Russo. Yeah, it's a good ball. Garcia, she got away from Giles, she had to check back. Good recovery from the fullback. Zelen with the cross in, looking for Williams with the touch on, well defended by Carter. She was aware that just behind her was Mallard. He's Blundell now. Toon, everywhere she goes, Cuthbert is not far away. Williams holding it up superbly. Garcia. Riviere on the outside, but couldn't get the pass through because Charles was there to block. Had a fine season, Lee Charles. As it stands, Manchester City need to score 4 more if Chelsea don't score or concede another goal in this game to win the league. Charles looks for Leupolz. This will be her 4th league title as a Chelsea player. Ramirez, a bit fortunate there. Leupolz. By Riviere. Zelen, the touchback is an offside flag. And here in the wide position. Emma Hayes will know what the league table looks like. It'll be in her head. There it is for you, confirmed. So as we were in terms of points, Chelsea have extended their goal difference gap. It's now 3. But it is the tightest WSL title race I can remember. For a long time it was a 3-horse race with Arsenal. And confirmed in the Champions League places, they'll have to qualify for the group stage come the late weeks in the summer. Top 2 automatically go through. Here's Lisa Nolson. Riviere sold a little bit short there by Mayra Ramirez. Blunder. It's Adam now for Manchester United. Unbeaten in the last 5 home WSL games since losing successive matches to Manchester City and Liverpool at the end of 2023. They've only lost 3 of 27 home league games since the beginning of 2022, but they're up against it here. Sheer joy on his face less than a week ago at Wembley. He worked so hard in his career for that success. Here's Ramirez for Chelsea, trying again to cut through the defence with the ball straight to right, and high line from Manchester United, and it was very square as well. Zeller, Mallard, Leupolz is there covering a lot of ground. The pass that wide to Rytting Kaneryd wasn't great. Ramirez finds her, or does she? No. Turner is there. Manchester United 0, Chelsea 2. Manchester City 1-0 up against Aston Villa and going close again, I hear. Let's see what's happening down there at Villa Park. Fowler, who scored one of the goals in. This is Lauren Hemp. Good block. Could have been 2. That would have made it very tight at the top again. Still advantage Chelsea. And here's a corner for Manchester United. Natalie Bjorn. She's a very, very good Swedish under-19 team that won the European title in 2015. That's where I first saw her breaking through. Half an hour gone. Back in the heart of that defence now, Bjorn for Zanum's corner kick. Goes away from goal, looking for Turner. Riviere plays back to Blundell. Mallard's broken away to that left-hand side, found by Riviere. Garcia's in the middle to attack this cross. Too high for her and Rachel Williams. Approaching 100 goals in her career now. Rachel Williams, 4 goals short. Cup winner now twice, won it with Birmingham. It's a Chelsea team that must win. It's a Manchester United team on the back of their big victory at Wembley. There is an intensity about Chelsea that is lacking in the Manchester United team at the moment. Letizia, Riviere around the corner, angled away by Bjorn. Perfect opening here for Chelsea with the Ramirez goal. In the opening 2 minutes, and this was the second Ramirez into Rytting Kaneryd. Tickled in the finish, lovely. The 4th of the season. Ramirez with her 4th as well. Ramirez. Imagine a run beyond her. To Manchester United. Throw, thinks Mayra Ramirez. You can see they're hungry to get on with it, Manchester United, and you could see in that block down at Villa Park we showed you by Sarah Mailing to deny Lauren Hemp with that shot. You can see that Aston Villa players are giving it their all on their last day for Carla Ward, their coach. Charles. Last day for Jennifer Foster as well, isn't it? The interim Leicester manager. She steps down from the job today. Steph Horton's last day with Manchester City. What a wonderful player she has been. As she retires. Towards Ramirez, one in the air by Turner. Not the best of passes by Leupolz, but Macario turns it into a decent one. That's cut out by Blundell, coming in from the left full-back position to go narrower. Defending the width of the D on the edge of their penalty area. Carter. Rytting Kaneryd. Leupolz allowed to get there first. There's that intensity. Just looking for Ramirez. Cuthbert with the shot. Blocked by Nelson. Chelsea fans are the louder here at Old Trafford. Not surprising. Ramirez, I think she was just trying to touch it around Turner rather than set up Macario, who was behind her. Much travelled. There's Ramirez. She was at Brazil with Fortaleza. She was in Colombia with the Medellin. In Spain with Sporting Huelva, Levante. And now here with the champions-elect of England. Bright to Jess Carter. For her, it would be a 5th league winning medal. For Bright, it would be a 7th. Header on by Charles. And they're inside an hour now away from winning the title for a 5th year in a row. Which is a WSL record, not a record for the top flight of English football. Arsenal won it 9 years in a row. In the fledgling days of the women's top flight. Riviere. Garcia, little nutmeg on Charles, who was the quicker to turn. Garcia digging in, she relishes the physicality of the game. Goes Lucia Garcia from the Basque country in Spain. Macario's gone down for Chelsea. 2-0 up. And we get Manchester City 1-0 up against Aston Villa. He's with Denise Reddy there. It's a trusted team she has around her. Stuart Searle, Gemma Davidson, former player. High thigh problem for Caterina Macario. So it's Arsenal 2, Brighton 0, Manchester City 1 up at Villa, Bristol City 0, Everton 2, Liverpool 1 up at Leicester. And Tottenham 1, West Ham United 0. Let's go back to Villa. What's happening down at Villa Park? Oh, they've hit the bar again. Twice now they've hit the woodwork. And it remains Manchester City 1 up at Aston Villa. That won't be enough for them. Before the game, Emma Hayes was saying what a privilege it is for her to see out her final game as Chelsea manager in the backyard of Sir Alex Ferguson. Watching on, the great Manchester United manager. He's enjoying it. Hit the bar for Manchester City down at Villa Park, by the way, was Blinkilde de Bruin, who came on in that game for Laura Coombs after 14 minutes. Manchester United look to set Melvine Mallard away. Williams in the middle. Not a good ball in from Mallard. Hasn't really got into the game. Preferred on that left-hand side for the injured Leah Galton to Nikita Paris, who could have played out there. Jay-Z could have played out there. Player on loan from Lyon. She's a left side forward, but I think she would like to be in a more central position to influence. Away by Leupolz from the poor pass, wasn't it? Macaro's going to play no further part. Down with that thigh injury, and Nusken will come on. Sjoeke Nusken, German international, joined last summer from Eintracht Frankfurt. She's got 11 goals from midfield. She's a more defensive midfield player than Macaro. Got a hat-trick against Brighton Hove Albion away, you might remember, back in October. I think she'll sit a little bit deeper maybe. Leupolz will run beyond, but she's just gone beyond Leupolz. She's dropping back now into the centre circle there. Cuthbert will work so hard alongside her. Yep, it is just like for like, it was seen the substitutions. There's Nusken wearing 6. Ramirez drawn Turner out wide. Third goal before half-time would be huge. Ramirez, oh, she pulled down there by Turner. Was she playing for it? I think there was contact outside the box, but it might have been 50-50. I do think that Ramirez made a meal of it when she went into the penalty. There she is again. Bjorn to Nusken. And now here's Charles. Goodness me, had those two Manchester City efforts that hit the woodwork gone in, we would have a very, very, very tight and nervy moment or two ahead of us. Carter then back to Millie Bright, 237th game for Chelsea. She gave the manager this commemorative vase this week from the players. They also signed a special tracksuit that Emma Hayes is wearing, signed by all these players that she's coached in the past in the current group, and she presented the players with a commemorative ring for each of them for the role she has played. She's very close and very fond of this group of players. Ramirez to turn Turner and run her down the line, and she's too powerful for Turner, and she's gone beyond her, and there's a little pullback, and there's 3-0. Sjoeke Nusken off the bench has surely put one hand of Chelsea's on the title now. It's a brilliant run from Ramirez, who scored one and has created two, and Chelsea are 3-0 up. Empty net gaped in front of her after all the work done by Mayra Ramirez. Again down that left channel. Moments ago she had a penalty appeal turned down with this sort of run against Turner. She's simply too strong for Millie Turner. Bulldozed into the box, had the awareness to pull it across, Rytting stepped over it. Rytting aware that Nusken was behind her, and it's 3-0 Chelsea. What a half for them. 3 shots on target, 3 goals. I think Nusken shouted to Kira Rytting. Look at the power here of the earlier run. That's where she felt she should have had a penalty. That's not a spot kick for me. But moments later she powered beyond Turner to create the goal. Level on points, but the goal difference is now a yawning 4. And because they've scored more goals, Chelsea, Manchester City effectively have to score 5. Mallard. Zellem arriving. Was she tripped? Simply tumbled. Leupolz has been terrific for Chelsea. It has been a strange week. In midweek, Arsenal's men needed their help from local rivals Tottenham in the Premier League title challenge. They didn't get it, and today Manchester City, why, they needed help from Manchester United, their local rivals, to boost their WSL title challenge, and they're not getting it at the moment. I don't think there's anything Manchester United could have done. Chelsea have been brilliant. Lucia Garcia with a cross in the middle. Carter was dove in there. Ramirez awaits in the deep position. Up through the gears, beyond 2. It's brilliant, it's sensational. It's Manchester United 0, Chelsea 4. An amazing first half as they steamroll towards another title, with Mayra Ramirez driving them on again and again. Outstanding, 2 goals from her, and Chelsea have been unstoppable, and the FA Cup winners have been outclassed, and it's going to be another title for Chelsea. Absolutely magnificent. Saw the opportunity to run the defender in between the two of them. Just breezed beyond Nelson and Blundell. Looked to the far corner, and that's where it went. Superb execution. And final day delight for Emma Hayes. There's nothing Manchester City really can do now. And critics will say Manchester United didn't turn up because perhaps they were basking in the glory of last week's FA Cup success, but I don't think any WSL team could have lived with Chelsea in this form. Keep switched on, she said to her players. Mallard. Letizia. Leupolz. Oh, what can he do in the second half? Not the best of passes. Turner had to rush to get there, and now finds Hannah Blundell. Not the afternoon she envisaged against her old side. Mallard. Leupolz wants to move ahead of her. Nusken. Really bright. Leupolz again, so experienced from title-winning days at Bayern. Cuthbert, Ramirez on a hat-trick this time, seen off by Letizia. Big heave-ho for Millie Bright. Outstanding in the first half, Mayra Ramirez. Celebrates her birthday in a week's time. Will turn 25. Toon, Zellum. Katie Zellum has it back again. Testing ball met by Charles. Mallard. Nothing on that wide here to the right-hand side. Arriving late is Jade Riviere. Chelsea have so many blue shirts back in there now. 9 of them look. They're defensively well set. Carter away. And the half-time whistle blows at Old Trafford. It was billed as a nervy day for Emma Hayes, her final day in charge of Chelsea. But within 2 minutes they were 1-0 up through Ramirez. 6 minutes later Kaneryd made it 2. Nusken off the bench 3, set up by Ramirez again. And Ramirez got the 4th with sheer power as she drives Chelsea towards the title. The half-time whistle is blown at Old Trafford, a pat on the back, and deservedly so, for Mayra Ramirez. Emma Hayes heading for yet another title. They're 4-0 up at the break. Welcome back for the second half. Manchester United have brought on Aoife Mannion, who has had sadly another injury punctuated season. Came on at Wembley last week in the cup final success when they were far too good for Tottenham. She's come on for Hannah Blundell, who departs at half-time against her former club, and she will not have liked what she experienced in that first half. Off we go in the second period. Manchester United in the red shirts and black shorts against Chelsea, all in blue. Manchester United, from the second minute on, were never likely to be party poopers for Chelsea's title celebrations tonight. They've been simply too good for the Mifamanian. Good to see her back playing again, though, after her injury problems. And she's on the field of play for Manchester United at the start of this second half. Only her 7th game of the season. She was part of the team that went to Wembley last season, was beaten in the cup final, and then didn't play again until the 11th of February, having injured her ACL. And she gets an early feel of the ball, the Irish international. Born in Solihull, was an England under-23 at one stage. She will play on the right-hand side. Riviere, as you can see, has switched to the left. Manchester United look for Lucia Garcia. As it stands, Manchester City will need 6 at Aston Villa to have any chance, and that is if Chelsea don't score again. Leupolz has been super in the midfield, and she looks here for Rytting Kaneryd. She's lost away a little bit as she tried to carry into the box, but she's still running, and she's still in, and Earp saves. And it's just at the bottom of the post from the follow-up by Guro Rytting, and it's still alive, and it's poked in, and they have another, and it's Leupolz, and she's deserved that. A flurry of chances that came and went. Look at the smiles, they know the title is done. Early seconds of the second half. And Melanie Leupolz with her first goal in a long time, since November 2021, when she netted against Servette in Europe. Rytting Kaneryd with the run. Riviere tried to turned into trouble. Rytting Kaneryd got in there again, little nutmeg on Turner. Earps makes a good save, and then Rytting hits the post, but she was aware it was still alive. There's the pullback, Leupolz stretching. Just wonder whether the keeper could have done better with this second one, having made a fine first stop. Got to her feet, back into the middle of the goal, but she couldn't keep it out. And it's 5-0 to Chelsea. What a day for them. 5-star show. 5 shots. No, it's what, there's 7 shots on target. They've scored from 5 of them. Well, they will end up with silverware again, having gone out of the Champions League, the Continental Cup beaten in the final, and the FA Cup to Manchester United. There was a danger they'd finish without a trophy for the first time since 2018-2019, but those fears absolutely dashed. They back then by Bjorn, and they have saved one of their best performances of the season, if not the best, and I include Barcelona away in the Champions League for the very last day. They scored 2 minutes into the first half, 2 minutes into the second. Calmer now. There's the table. Goal difference 6. And Manchester City haven't scored as many goals. They need 7 now. Manchester City, that's assuming that her team doesn't get another one. 14 goals in the last 3 games of the season now. And it all looked up for them when they lost at Prenton Park, not far from here, over in the Wirral. And she admitted afterwards it was such a shame she wouldn't be winning a title in her last season. Wrote the title off, but it was Manchester City's defeat by Arsenal that opened the door, and Chelsea came storming through it. Here's Riviere. Now Manchester United look to create something on their left. Mallard, Zalem. Leupolz was there and just too strong for her. And look at the strength again and the danger of Ramirez. 3 players around her. Riviere tried to nick it off her toes, couldn't. No support in the middle. Oh, look at the balance. Pulled it back to Rytting Kaneryd. And Riviere gets the slide challenge in. And if they keep hold of Mayra Ramirez, partner up front with Sam Kerr next season. Powerhouse duo they will be. Riviere stopped her on that occasion, but she's been far too good for them. Rytting will take it. Uses Cuthbert. That's off Jade Riviere. Winded with the cross there that hit her in the midriff. The cramp from Ramirez and Lucia Garcia helping out. Riviere took a chance, didn't pay off. That's where Ramirez got hurt, I think, initially. Rytting deflected it onto the post, but then played that huge role with the vision to see Leupolz was arriving. And at the stretch, she beat Mary Earps. There's no way Mary Earps could have got that. I just wonder whether or not they will risk Ramirez from this moment on. This team's heaviest defeat of the season. They conceded 3 at Chelsea in the WSL. On James got a hat-trick that day. This was the first of her goals. Vamos, she's saying, let's go. And that was her second on the stroke of half-time. She wants to come back on. She wants a hat-trick. Here's Carter to take on Ella Toon. And cleared away by Manchester United's Player of the Year. Jointly won with Maya Le Tissier. Everton are 3 up at Bristol City, by the way. West Ham have levelled at Tottenham 1-1. Liverpool still lead at Leicester 1-0. Arsenal 2-0 up with the 2 goals from Rousseau against Brighton. Here's Cuthbert. And the big one that matters, but does it matter a lot now? Aston Villa 0, Manchester City 1. Good carry by Lisa Olsen. But look at the press by Chelsea. There were 5 players on her. If you let Nelson and Katie Zellum dictate, choreograph Manchester United, they can be so dangerous. But if you press and carry away from them on the transition, Manchester United can be suspect. And they have been today. A little push on the back of Sjoeke Nusken. Can't remember the Manchester United centre-half pairing looking as uncomfortable as they have today. Up comes a smiling Niamh Charles. You saw her moving up from the back. Now Cuthbert hands on hips, Rytting is the other side. It's going to be Rytting to hit it. Hit Zellum in the wall. Nearly a fifth of the goals Mary Earps has conceded this season have come today. Turner's underneath that one. Rytting Kaneryd couldn't keep it in play, the Swedish international. Second season at the club, second league title winners' medal it would be for her. Skinner given that security of another year's contract with an option for a further one this week. The space here then for Toon, onto Mallard, offside. Went too early. So this will be, all in all, including spring series and the like, a 7th league title winners medal for Emma Hayes. Not quite matching that great man, but she's been as dominant in the women's game as he was in the men's. 5 FA Cups, 2 Continental Cups, Community Shield as well in there for Emma Hayes. In this magnificently dominant run they've had. Millie Bright snapped into that challenge. And she'll be delighted to see Millie Bright coming back to sharpness and fitness with England's forthcoming game. She named her in the squad this week. And indeed Chelsea are taking no chances with Mayra Ramirez. 2 goals. Player of the match performance, you would think. Absolutely brilliant. Maggie Beever-Jones comes on, who's been in sensational form as well. Off goes Leupolz. Sophie Ingle is coming on. Sophie Ingle, OBE, 200th game for the club. In her 2 spells, and heading for a 5th title. And Maggie Beever-Jones has 4 goals in her last 3. She started the last 3 games. She scored 13 goals this season. She's only 20. Very much part of England's future, you would think. Breaks here for Cuthbert. Rytting Kaneryd got goal side of young Jade Riviere, steps inside. Up to the back by Letizia. Challenged by Garcia was a little bit too forceful. Nusken was edged off it, feeling the pit of her back there. I don't think there was any question it was a foul. She went to shoot, she just got bumped. It was the wrong side to make the challenge. It will be a 7th successive win for Chelsea against Manchester United. 9 unbeaten in the WSL against them. And surely the most emphatic of all of their victories. Cuthbert with a little hit. Now, if you consider Ryton's hit the goal frame, that's the first time I can think of they have not hit the goal frame or the target. An hour played at Old Trafford. Chelsea half an hour away from lifting the trophy. Bright clears for the reigning champions and the champions elect, and out by Letizia. Sophie Ingle ambles across. And James there on the bench for Chelsea. Fran Kirly will be hoping to get on for a farewell appearance. I wonder if they'll risk Lauren James with those England games to come. The future USA manager will be thinking about that. Just the last couple, Lauren James came back against Tottenham for a 10-minute roll. Carter keeps it in. Cuthbert. Rytting Kaneryd. Rivier's there with her. Just like a little bit of strength in the tackle sometimes, the 23-year-old Canadian international. Wright has been more forthright in challenges. Now, she's the player I think that Chelsea fans will want to see as she comes to the end of her career at the club and takes stock of where she's going to be. She's 31 next month, is Fran Kirly. Only seems like yesterday since she came through with England in Canada in the 2015 World Cup finals. I was lucky enough to be very close to the team in those finals, and indeed in the Netherlands a couple of years later in the Europeans, and very close to the team again in the World Cup. And to see Fran Kirly come through and pick up now 70 England caps and win 5 titles and 4 FA Cups and 2 League Cups has been quite an honour, I can tell you. Just tried to lay it off to the left and couldn't do it. Cuthbert looks still full of work. Industrious, was dumped to the ground. Away from Mania. Two bad ACL injuries she's had. Ingle. Rytting. Has it back again. Lucia Garcia has Manion available. A day when Chelsea will lift the title. A day when Manchester City say farewell to Steph Houghton, former England captain. And again, it has been a joy for me to work fairly closely with Steph over the years, and what a fine player, what a great leader of a team, what an inspiration she has been. Jill Scott watching on, tears in her eyes. She's been at the very, very heart of the development of women's football in this country, Steph Houghton. And in comes across from Rytting Kaneryd. Turner. Here's Ellen. Mallard. Couldn't quite create that. The game has changed over the last decade, has become more professional, more caring for its players, which was essential for that to happen. But still at the heart of it, the players haven't forgotten the support from those early days, from the core of supporters. They still have a great relationship with those. There isn't the distance perhaps you have between the men players and the supporters of football clubs. But it has been, for me, a joy to be able to sit in the street cafes of Vancouver in Canada with the players having a cup of coffee in between games. I don't think those days will ever come back. But here come Chelsea once again. 20 minutes gone in the second half. We've got a goal at Aston Villa against Manchester City. Which way has it gone? We just saw Rachel Daly's gone through the middle there, applauding the arrival of Steph Houghton onto the pitch. and then scores against her. Rachel Daly. Well, that has broken Manchester City's day. Makes it 1-1 there. And makes it all the more comfortable for Chelsea here, as Manchester United prepare to make a couple of substitutions. Chelsea has come on to replace Mallard, and the other substitute I saw warming up was Hinata Miyazawa, Japanese international, and she comes on for Nelson. We had a terrific game at Wembley last week, but has been by and large bypassed in that midfield area. Miyazawa's first season at the club. Had a broken ankle that kept her out, or a fracture to the ankle, from November through to the end of March. A Ballon d'Or nominee. Here come Chelsea again. A little foul in there on Nusken. She's done well since she came on. And a yellow card against Garcia. Second time she's tried that challenge in the matter of minutes. First time she got it wrong, and she's got it wrong again there. Not the way they wanted to finish after the heyday at Wembley last week. Mayra Ramirez will take it midway through the second half. She's deserved to be on the score sheet today. It'll take her into double figures if she can get this. Clipped it, hit the wall, bounced on through. Strong challenge there on Chase it. Chess Carter, they're 5-0 up on the last day of the season. They know there's the title is theirs, and look at the industry. So they win it by 2 points, it would seem, unless there's a change down at Villa Park. He can hold his head up high. Hasn't had the support from the supporters that I think he deserves. Not all of them, and not all of the time. He had to win a few hearts and minds, and went a long way to doing that last week. Exasperated look on the face of Lucia Garcia. She's come to the left-hand side, she's come on the right. Rachel Williams has seen nothing of the ball, really. Engel. New Charles turns back. Minutes to go here. More action down at Villa Park for you. Manchester City desperate now just for a win. It would be a consolation win. Wants a poor clearance. This is Lauren Hemp. The puff of the cheeks, the exasperated look, tells the story of the day that has gone away for Manchester City. Chelsea in command here right from the second minute when Ramirez put them ahead. Charles holding off Mannion, who has it now. Tune around the corner, chase it. Williams is in the middle. And a sound game, Natalie Bjorn. Looks a good partnership in the making, that. Emma Hayes has had to twist and turn her defensive lineups this season. By Nusken, she's there again. The foul wasn't given the challenge on her, it was the one before. Arsenal 4-0 up against Brighton now. And Vivianne Miedema has one of those goals in her farewell appearance for Arsenal. I was going to say 3-0 up at Bristol City. Schnus, Holmgren and Bissell scoring there. Liverpool 2 up at Leicester. Haug and Kiernan adding the second. And it's Tottenham 1, West Ham 1. Sjoeke equalising for West Ham. Beth England have put Spurs ahead in the first half. Shazy Williams is there with her, then Tunis further across. It's not a good ball in. It's been a great season for Shazy. From Barcelona, where she'd done so well. Top of your picture there, she is a weary trudge as she comes across. She's had 13 league starts, she's been subbed in 10 of them. And here come Chelsea substitutes. It will be a special moment for one of them, that's for sure. Fran Kirby's about to come on. Guro Rytting departs. And she's replaced by Ashley Lawrence, Canadian fullback. Listen to these rules now for Fran Kirby. Replaces Erin Cuthbert, with whom she has faced so many games. And look at the response. She announced to the supporters in a video link that she was leaving. There were tears in her eyes. Very emotional. The fans sing Super Fran. Outstanding over the years. Despite problems, she had a severe illness that depleted her all of her strength. She had one or two other issues as well, having lost her mum early. But in 194 games for Chelsea, she scored 107 goals and picked up 12 winners' medals. And she's on the ball. Chelsea on the attack. Nusken blocked away for a corner kick. More action from Villa Park coming your way. Let's see what's happening down there. The first half, Kilda Brown hit the woodwork, you'll remember. She's come in there again. This time she's denied by the goalkeeper. They could have had 4 or 5, Manchester City. Could have been a lot tighter. Kirby takes the corner kick quickly, finds Lawrence. Shazy will bring it away. And showed good strength there. And ahead of her is the other substitute, Miyazawa's made the run. And a very alert Sashira Musovic comes out, makes a save. And that's the first save she's had to make. So close here. But in the end, the goalkeeper was too strong. Oh, we've got something down at Villa Park, I can tell you. This is too little too late for Manchester City. Can they get a final day win? Lauren Hemp arriving and scoring. Denied in the first half, gets one in the second half. And it looks like a final day win for Manchester City, but not by enough. The table as it stands for you into the last quarter of an hour of the league season. They will be level on points. It will be Chelsea's title by the 6 goals. And Manchester City will curse that day they played Arsenal at home, because it was that defeat that has cost them the title. They had the chance, they knew that Chelsea had lost at Liverpool and looked shambolic at the back that day, and Emma Hayes had written the title off. It was theirs, Manchester City. And then they slipped up at home to Arsenal. They say in the Premier League in England, you can have the best season of your life in the Premier League. Oh, but then you've got to beat Manchester City for the title. And in the WSL, you can have the season of your life. Oh, but then you've got to beat Chelsea for the title. And Manchester City have pushed them all the way. Emma Hayes was saying before the game, Manchester City have been sensational. Sums up Lucia Garcia's day. What a difference a week, mate. She was all smiles, brimful of joy at Wembley. And their record run of WSL titles will go on. He wants to go on and win more and more with Manchester United, having won the FA Cup. They need strengthening in one or two areas, you would think. She has done well. Williams back to her. She got in behind Millie Bright. No one in the middle, and then the slip. But she won't give up. Nikita Paris is going to come on. She stayed at Manchester United, didn't go to United States of America football to win the FA Cup. She stayed, came off the bench, she's on. Richard Williams to pass to allow Nikita Paris to come on. Whether she'll revive that move to Carolina, we'll wait and see. Evans was the other substitute. Riviere for the fullback. Crumpling day for Manchester United, but it was never going to be a day that was about them. Paris is in the middle. She's better from them. Put it away by Bjorn. Out by Nusken. Given away by Sophie Ingle. Now Letizia steps out. I would have been so relieved to see the back of Ramirez. Shazy. Charles is there. Look at the blue shirts back defending that. 8 Chelsea players back inside their own penalty area. We're seeing there up from the back is Millie Turner with the fair hair. Letizia is in the front of that little bus queue. Zelen with the corner kick, well met in the middle. One header away by Bjorn, who's crucial for Chelsea in that sort of position. Been on a Tuesday. Being watched by the England manager, who has her in her squad again. Chelsea will win the title, having dropped 5 points to Manchester City at home. Drew away 1-1, and then City went down to London and won 1-0. Next kick's clear. Head in the air by Bright. Zelen, a fighter. So too is Ella Toon, born winner. She'll hate this. Shazy, and they get 1 goal back. Out by Bright. Millie Bright, one of the outstanding Chelsea players on the day. Here's Shazy. Take on Ashley Lawrence. Lawrence is playing ahead of Charles on that far side. Quite clearly they thought they should have had a free kick there. Not given. Went in low and met inside that 6-yard area again by Bjorn. 2-2, that's offside, but that's poor. That's elementary. She looked for Beaver Jones. Here's 2. Well, whoever takes the reins from Emma Hayes and is given the job next season and pushes on with the squad. But we know Fran Kirly, we know Mayra Ramirez, not included today, she's leaving as well. But look at the players that will be available next season. Beaver Jones getting better and better. Kerr back fit again. There will be plenty of activity in the summer, of course. Is Lawrence. Turn away, Kirby. Now Beaver Jones just went too early, and she'd looked along the line as well. Only 20, turns 21 in July. Came through the youth team ranks, and I think that Emma Hayes, there's a special shoes for the day. There's the special tracksuit top autographed by the players. She said that one of her proudest achievements at Chelsea is overlooking the development of the whole football club and the development of the young players who've come through. So Ingle wasn't on at the start of the pitch to take the knee, she did then. Letitia and Zellum trying to send Chasey away. And comes Cecilia Mushevich. And it goes from the Swedish international. And that team that finished 3rd in the World Cup. Lawrence, the bump. Goal kick anyway, 6.5 minutes to go. The oldest of the women's clubs. They were founded in 1992 by Chelsea supporters. They were allowed to keep the Chelsea name by the club. They were run under the guidance of volunteers. They were affiliated to the men's club in 2004, promotion champions of the Southern Division in 2005, and on they went. They played in the top level ever since. Been one of the founder members of the 2011 WSL. Manchester United, a newer club of course, and here's Kirby. Wouldn't it be delightful if she was to cap it all with a goal? Ingle. Lawrence leaves it on. Here's Fran Kirby. Oh, that's very, very special. That is very, very special. In her last game as a Chelsea player, she gets a goal and kisses towards the fans. A farewell moment to cap it all. Chelsea have a 6th. Chelsea have another title. It has been a marvellous performance. 7 titles, 5 titles in a row. For Fran Kirby, it will be a 6th as a Chelsea player. All smiles now. There were tears when she announced that she was leaving the club. Very emotional she was on the video to the supporters. That was written in the stars. She was there at the heart of the move, so Ingle knew where she was going to go. So did Lawrence with the dummy. And the finish was unerring. And she scored a few in her time. That's 108 for her club and 179 in her club career that started at Reading. "6-0 to Chelsea on the last day. They've done it stylishly. They've done it emphatically. They've done it again." Paris looks for Chasey. Millie Bright, they don't want to concede a goal now. Out by Nusken. Zalem. She joined them from Reading 9 years ago this coming summer. She doesn't know what her future holds, where she'll be playing. Little cross into the box by Miyazawa. And I'm sure wherever she goes, she will bring joy to the supporters. She's overcome problems and despair and grief. And it was a lovely smile, a bewitching smile. A glorious moment. Mannion. Manchester United looking for consolation. Might get Lucia Garcia around the back. Not to be.
All for the attendance this afternoon is 28,737. Thank you for your fantastic support.
Over 20,000 at Old Trafford, as you just heard on the PA system. The big grounds used for the big games. And that will only increase. Arsenal have 5 against Brighton. Marnham getting the 5th. On this last day, Manchester City 2-1 up at Villa, not enough. Everton 3-0 up at Bristol City. Liverpool 3-0 up against Leicester. And Tottenham 2, West Ham 1 now. Just Naz scoring the goal 4 minutes from time. I hope we've kept you up to date on this last day. Charles. The area, parried by the goalkeeper, nearly came out to Rytting Kaneryd, and it was nearly a 7th. Manchester United can't wait to get off the pitch. The sun has shone in Manchester. Brackets, that's a rarity. There goes Nusken. And away it goes. No way Nikita Paris can chase that down. It's a lovely finish, gently placed beyond the goalkeeper. One of the most popular players in the WSL amongst teammates, opposition players, England colleagues and supporters. Chasey with the turn, looking for Miyazawa. Just Carter, unruffled throughout the afternoon. Charles. The one Manchester United real chance was the Letizia header that hit the bar. Garcia later on couldn't hit the target. We're into stoppage time, 5 minutes. 5 long minutes if you're a Manchester United supporter. They'll have to find a way to beat Chelsea in the future, Manchester United. To get a first picture against them, otherwise they're unlikely ever to win the WSL, which is such an unforgiving league. Lose a couple and you're out of it, really. That's off Turner. Lawrence back to Kirby. It roars from the fans when she went away to take that corner in front of them. Lawrence crossed to the far post. They're all queuing up in there and up saves. And Charles was up from the back. So tight in the end. Chelsea will have won 18 games, drawn 1, lost 3. Identical record to Manchester City, identical points. Kirby takes it again. It's been a little bit too much of Rytting Kaneryd she got there. Here's Lawrence. Showed too much of it surely as Mannion came too close. Record number of WSL defeats for Manchester United, now 7 in a single season. Hampton there with the outstanding Mayra Ramirez. Cuthbert putting up her hair, getting ready for the title celebrations. And a quick word in all of this for Mary Earps, Myla Tizier and Katie Zellem, who, unless they go off in the next closing seconds, will have played every minute of the WSL this season. First team to have 3 players to do so since, well, Manchester City, I think it was, in 2019-20. Paris. Full time at Aston Villa, a win for Manchester City, but not the title. Mary Fowler and Lauren Hemp, their goal scorers. 2 won the victory, but not good enough. Here's Lucia Garcia. There, and across the cover comes Millie Bright, who's been absolutely magnificent for Chelsea today. Soon allowed to turn. Looks for Gemma Evans, a substitute. Shays. Katie Zellem. Chelsea will not want to concede now in the last minute of the season. Everton have gone 4 up at Bristol City, by the way. And Tina Piemonte getting that goal. And Chelsea look to Rytting Kaneryd again. Strong runner down the right all day long. Played a major role. Arriving on the outside is Beaver Jones. Blocked by Mary Earps at the near post. They're already celebrating. They have a corner, they know the clock is ticking. You can win a single game, said Emma Hayes before the match, on talent alone. But you can't win a league on talent alone. You need endeavour, you need persistence, you need teamwork. And Chelsea have had it in bucket loads today. And Chelsea have won the WSL title again for the 5th time in a row. They are crowned WSL champions. They have hit Manchester United for 6 of the best on the last day, with the outstanding Ramirez getting 2, Kaneryd and Nusken, Leupolz, and very, very, very special Fran Kirly getting the last. Tears of joy. They are worthy champions, and Emma Hayes bows out of English football with yet another title, her 7th, to go along with the 5 FA Cups and the 2 Continental Cups. The greatest manager in the history of WSL football. Fran Kirly goes out as a Chelsea legend with the goal. I'm sure the tears will flow in moments of reflection, but for the moment it is the sheer joy of a job done, a job very, very well done outstanding on the day. Chelsea are champions, having won here by 6-0. In the sunshine at Old Trafford, the Chelsea players wait to lift the Barclays WSL trophy yet again for a 5th year in a row, a 7th time in all. And the wonderful Cuthbert, who's been sensational all season, Erin Cuthbert, Guro Rytting had a very good last day. Lauren James not fit enough to take part today, and Ashley Lawrence goes through. What a fine season Neve Charles has had, the left back, the league ever present. Substitute goalkeeper in there as well. Kadisha Buchanan didn't get off the bench today, but they had some very good performances. Aggie Beaver-Jones in recent weeks has been banging in the goals, 4 in the last 3. Melanie Leupolz scored today and was sensational in the first half for them. Sjoeke Nusken came off the bench and scored their 3rd. And they've all played a major role. Maika Hamano scored the winner at Tottenham in the week. How important that was. Macario went off injured today, but again played a major role. And wearing number 35 was Mayra Ramirez, simply the difference between the two sides. Brutally forceful, clever with her runs, devastating with her finishes. Rytting Kaneryd, what a game she played. Fran Kirly goes through. Will forever be in the heart of the Chelsea supporters, that's for sure. Jess Carter back in the starting lineup today. Sam Kerr out injured since December. Will be back as a force next season. Sachira Mucevic in goal, didn't have much to do. And the captain and the manager together. Millie Bright here. Was out from November through until the end of last month with an injury. Started the last 2. And a final WSL winners medal for the manager, Emma Hayes, and it is her 7th. She's been at the club for 12 years. She has seen it develop from part-time football without really a base, no great home, to this colossus that has become Chelsea Football Club. And how fitting it is that the trophy will be lifted aloft by the 2 of them. The captain of Chelsea Football Club, Millie Bright, and the greatest manager in the history of the WSL, Emma Hayes. One last trophy, one last day in the sunshine of Old Trafford. The ticker tape comes down. Chelsea are WSL champions 2023-24. WSL champions again, hitting Manchester United for 6 on the last day. And though Manchester City were triumphant, they opened the back door for Chelsea, losing at home to Arsenal the other week. Chelsea stormed through, and Chelsea are champions again.
Muchas gracias a todas las personas que esta semana se unieron y se hicieron miembros de
DJ Group Sports.
También agradecemos a los que nos acompañan desde hace muchos años en esta nuestra 7ª temporada.
Actualmente, de las personas que miran nuestros videos, solo una pequeña parte está suscripta. Es por eso que te invito a suscribirte. También puedes unirte al canal y ser miembro de DJ Group Sports, donde podrás ver vídeos exclusivos y tu nombre aparecerá en los créditos. No te olvides suscribirte y darle like si te ha gustado. Gracias, un abrazo y hasta el próximo video.